What we do here is go back.
What's up, my peoples? Welcome to Smackdown Vs Raw, episode 5, hosted by your boy, the Wildcat, J. Troy. And as you can see, I got my notes, my clipboard right here. So if you're not ready, you better get ready because here we go. I'm about to tell you who won for the week. Raw started off with Kurt Angle. And he comes out, he's still talking about the Jason Jordan segment from last week, him announcing that Jason Jordan is his son, and then he goes on to announce who's going to face Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. But then next thing you know, my man Braun Strowman comes out. Then he tells Kurt Angle, oh yeah, my name better be coming out your mouth or else. So then, when Kurt Angle's about to talk, Samoa Joe comes out, then Roman Reigns comes out, and they basically do their whole spat, saying how they should be the opponents for Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. And then Roman Reigns started cutting a promo, a good heelish promo at that. But the thing about his promo that wasn't really making sense was the fact that he kept saying, oh, well, you guys haven't accomplished this. Y'all didn't accomplish nothing in WWE. But they both kicked your ass, Roman. But for a heel promo, I think Roman Reigns looked comfortable and he did well in this part right here. In all reality, Kurt Angle announces the Fatal 4-Way that we've been wanting at SummerSlam. Brock Lesnar, Samoa Joe, Braun Strowman, and Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. So that is going down in Brooklyn at SummerSlam. And then all hell breaks loose. It was a big ass brawl. Freaking Roman Reigns, Joe, Braun fighting. This is one hell of an opener. But the best part is when Braun Strowman literally took one of the security guys and just threw him. And nobody caught him. He fell square on his hip. He fell on his hip. He was feeling that this morning when he woke up. I'm telling you that right now. Damn, that looked like it hurt. But my pick for the Universal Championship match at SummerSlam, Braun Strowman. We move on to Finn Balor versus Elias Sampson, no DQ. This was a great match between these two. And Elias Sampson picks up the win due to interference by Bray Wyatt. He does his little and then next thing you know, when the lights come back on, he puts Finn Balor and Sister Abigail. So Elias Sampson picks up the win that way. And then Bray Wyatt, he does his little creepy crab walk with the fireflies and everything around Finn. And yeah, so we're getting Finn versus Bray at SummerSlam. I'm pulling for the Demon King. Then we go on to Enzo and Cass. Another squash match for Enzo. Enzo gets his ass kicked, catches a big boot by Big Cass, and that's it. And Big Show comes out, try to help Enzo, and the next thing you know, Big Show gets his ass kicked by Big Cass. Big Cass needs to change his music, man. He is generic as hell. He needs to change that music. It's awful. But I guess this was a good thing for Big Cass because he has to make some progression as a heel, but I don't know. He has to develop a little bit more personality for me. We go on to Emma versus Nia Jax, which was a squash match for Emma because she talked shit on Twitter and she literally got squashed by Nia Jax. I mean, literally, she got squashed. Like, Nia Jax, she got a new finish now. She goes to the ropes. It's like I guess it's a flipping senton. And she needs to keep that. She literally squashed Emma. Yo, did y'all see that? Like, she literally squashed Emma, yo. That is insane. That should definitely be her finisher. Don't change it no more. We go on to Tozawa. He wants to fight Daivari, but Titus O'Neil ain't having it. He's still talking about Tozawa's arm being a liability. But Tozawa still wants to fight Daivari. Him and Titus get into it. The next thing you know, he's still calling out Daivari. And then the king of the cruiserweights come out there. Neville and Tozawa get into a little spat back and forth. They end up fighting. Tozawa ends up taking out Neville, and then Daivari comes in the ring and basically kicks both their ass. So Daivari's supposed to face Neville on 205 Live. I won't be watching that match. I guess I'll catch the highlights either on YouTube or Monday Night Raw and I find out who wins, but most likely Neville's gonna fucking win. And then Tozawa's gonna come back and win. Tozawa's gonna come back and face Neville. We move on to Bayley and Sasha Banks. Number one contendership. Who's gonna fight Alexa at SummerSlam? And Bayley wins. This was a phenomenal match from these two women. Great match from Monday Night Raw. Pay-per-view caliber match in my opinion. But the wrong person won. Straight up Sasha should have won. Now either Sasha's gonna get inserted later and this is going to be a triple threat. But in my opinion, this should be a one-on-one match between Sasha and Alexa Bliss, and Sasha should walk out as champion. But if they're going to do the whole one-on-one thing, I guess they're going to pull the long-awaited heel turn of Sasha Banks. They waited a little too late because she should have been did it around WrestleMania time, but I don't know. Looks like the heel turn for Sasha Banks is going to happen like around SummerSlam time. I don't think Bayley's walking out as champion, and that's if Sasha's not getting inserted into the match. But Sasha needs to be fighting for that women's championship, not Bayley. But if there's a triple threat match at SummerSlam, it might be a good match, but I'd rather it be a one-on-one between Sasha and Alexa. Move on to the Raw debut of Jason Jordan and Kurt Hawkins squash match. Great, move set by Jason Jordan. We've seen this before, but this boy can go in the ring. He just needs to develop a little bit more character. It's a little plain Jane as a babyface. Develop a little bit more of a character because the fans going to turn on him fast, and then they're probably going to force a little heel turn or whatever because he's not going to get over as a babyface with that plain Jane, smiling, crooked smile that he usually do when he cut promos. Yeah, I'm Kurt Angle's son. But he needs to develop more of a character. And maybe if he turns heel, or maybe later down the road he'll get comfortable as a babyface, and he will be a great star down the line. But I got high hopes of Jason Jordan. That boy can go. He has all the tools. We go on to the Revival versus the Club. Yes. The Club, they came out, they looked like they was turning babyface for a second. They was over with the crowd. The crowd was chanting the whole nerds thing. And it led to a match between the Revival and the Club, because the Revival came out there talking about how they're the best tag team. The Club came out. But this led to a match. And during the match, the Hardys came out, distracted the Club, and the Revival hit the Shatter Machine on, I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was Gallo or Carl Lenson who took the pin. But the Revival wins, and the Hardys go to the ring, and then the Revival get out of the way. So this looks like this might be a multi-man, well, this is a multi-man if it's a tag team match, but a fatal 4-way tag team match at SummerSlam for the tag team titles. I guess that'll be okay. I'd rather just be a one-on-one versus the Club as baby faces versus the heel Sheamus and Cesaro. I think that'll be great for SummerSlam. But looks like we're getting another fatal 4-way match at SummerSlam for the Raw side. We move on to the main event, which was Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins versus The Miz Taraj. Great main event. I enjoyed every second of it. It was fun to watch. Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. I love to see these two tag teams together. It's been a while. It's great seeing them tag with each other. Looked like they haven't missed a beat together. And I guess it's still looking like a triple threat. As far as Dean, Miz, and Rollins for the IC title at SummerSlam, I'd still rather be a one-on-one between Seth and Miz, but it looked like it's going to be a triple threat for the IC title. But it was a great main event. Dean and Seth won. And then at the end, I felt a little bad for my man Rollins because he did his little fist thing, extended his fist to Dean Ambrose, and Dean Ambrose just rolled out of the ring. He just said, yeah, we won, and then just rolled out of the ring. The Seth was just sitting there like this. Felt bad for my man Seth. Just give him the pound, Dean. Just give him the pound, man. But Raw, that was it. That was the main event for Raw. And Raw definitely delivered. Enjoyable show. I actually enjoyed it from start to finish. I didn't miss anything. And the show was good. Raw's been kicking a lot of ass lately. I mean, it hasn't been like the Attitude Era or Ruthless Aggression Era good. But it's been decent lately. It's been watchable and enjoyable. So Monday Night Raw, I'm going to give you a thumbs up. So Smackdown Live opens up with Kevin Owens. He's bragging about winning the U.S. title at Battleground, that dreadful pay-per-view that we had to sit through. But he brags about him beating AJ Styles. AJ Styles comes out. He wants his rematch and everything. They're going back and forth. The next thing you know, we hear, break the walls down, and it's the return of Jericho, baby. It was awesome to see Y2J. Thank God he's back. We needed him. SmackDown needed a kick in the ass. And Y2J is definitely going to bring that excitement, that entertainment back that SmackDown needed. He puts AJ Styles on the list, which was a funny moment, and then Shane McMahon comes out, and because KO didn't want to defend his title tonight, and he basically made a triple threat for later in the night between AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, and Chris Jericho for the U.S. Championship, and I'll get to that later. We move on to Nakamura versus Baron Corbin rematch for a Battleground. It was way better than that Battleground match. It was way more, a little bit more fast-paced. It wasn't as slow as that Battleground match. I enjoyed this way better. Nakamura wins, and I don't think Baron Corbin loses anything because he still missed the Money in the Bank, so it don't matter. If Jinder Mahal could be champion with all his losses, Baron Corbin is okay, trust me. We move on to Becky Lynch and Charlotte versus Tamina and Lana. And this was a decent match. Charlotte and Becky gets the win. They really make Lana look like she's weak and she can't do nothing, yo. Like seriously, like she can't do nothing without Tamina. She tags in herself and she literally gets big booted by Charlotte, and then that was it, man. She just got 1, 2, 3. That was it. They're making Lana look weak, and then Tamina's yelling at her. Just Lana just sitting there, just looking like this, all sad and stuff. She still look good though. But yeah, my girl Becky and Charlotte, they did their thing and they got the victory. Another thing with the women of SmackDown, that segment between Natalya and Naomi backstage, that really sounded like they was reading off of his script. That sounded like, oh my God, these two, Naomi, she has all the in-ring ability. I love her endlessly. I love her so much, but she cannot act whatsoever. It is horrible. She really sounds like she's reading off of a script. Like she's just, I'm gonna make you feel the glow. Okay, Natty? You will feel my glow at SummerSlam. It's like she's really reading off a fucking script. It's like nothing just comes off naturally with her. She needs to take some acting classes. But we move on to Jinder Mahal. He calls out his SummerSlam opponent. Who is it? Big match, John Cena. And John Cena, not to nobody's surprise, he comes out. He wants to challenge Jinder Mahal at SummerSlam. But Daniel Bryan comes out and was like, you gotta earn this stuff around here. I mean, just the way Lana did, right? But this is SmackDown. You gotta earn your opportunity. So next week, which I am opposed to, I'm not with this at all. We're getting Shinsuke Nakamura versus John Cena. Now everybody's excited. Nakamura, John Cena next week. But why would you give that away? That is a pay-per-view count. That is a Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, or WrestleMania match. You get that first-time match at one of those 4 big pay-per-views, not on a SmackDown. You don't do that. That I was really opposed to that. I'm not a fan of that. But I'm gonna watch the match. It's John Cena versus Nakamura. But I'm not with that. But we shall see with that. But I'm not with that. We go into Sami Zayn and Ty Dillinger versus Mike Kanellis and Aiden English. Now they basically show most of this match during the commercial break, I think. But guess it was an okay match. Good to see Ty Dillinger. Good to see my man Ty Dillinger, the perfect 10. He has to get that fire back because the 10 chance is starting to die down. But they get the win. Sami Zayn and Ty Dillinger win. Mike Kanellis eats the pin. He gets a haluva kick. He eats the pin. And that's it. He's losing a lot of steam. I think Vince McMahon is giving up on Mike Kanellis really fast. I mean, they lost a lot of steam since they debuted at Money in the Bank. And Money in the Bank was on my birthday, June 18th. It wasn't too long ago. They lost steam just like that. Just like that, killed it. They should have gave him the gimmick, even though their song is dope. Mike and Maria's, their theme song is dope, but that's it. There's nothing after that. It's just nothing after that. So, I don't know where Ty Dillinger goes from here, or Mike Kanellis, or Sami Zayn, or Aiden English. I don't know where they go from here, but it's good to see Sami Zayn and Ty Dillinger pick up a win. Them Thug Usos attack the New Day before they can even make it out to the stage. They beat their ass backstage, and they drag them to the stage. And the Thug Usos look like thugs, man. They did their thing, man. They knocked out the New Day, man. And hopefully they get them belts back, man. Because I can't take another New Day title in 493 days. I'm getting nightmares, yo. I'm getting nightmares. But hopefully them Thug Usos get that belt. We move on to the main event, which was AJ Styles, Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho for the U.S. Championship, and it was a phenomenal match. All three of them gave it their all, and the right man won. AJ Styles gets his title back. Finally. We're gonna get a. I feel like we're gonna finally get a decent rivalry after this whole Kevin Owens thing is over with. Because next week we're gonna get a U.S. title match between Kevin Owens and AJ Styles. I don't think they're gonna do hot potato. I think Kevin Owens is going to lose this match and he's probably gonna feud with Jericho because Jericho is the reason why he lost the U.S. Championship. So he can go somewhere else. AJ Styles can either feud with I think whoever loses between the John Cena and Nakamura match is gonna face AJ Styles at SummerSlam. So we're either gonna get AJ Styles versus Nakamura at SummerSlam for the U.S. title, or we're gonna get John Cena versus AJ Styles for the U.S. title. So finally, we're gonna have some progression with this U.S. Championship, and I'm pretty much excited about that. Jericho and KO can continue their feud. AJ Styles can move on with the U.S. title. So, if I had to think about it, who won for the week, both shows was pretty solid. I'm going to give the edge again to Monday Night Raw. SmackDown was watchable, but Raw brought it. It was way more exciting moments. The opener, the main event, the Hardy segment, the women's match, Sasha and Bayley, they brought it. And SmackDown, it was a good show. We still missed the fashion files and everything. We want to still find out about that. But Raw definitely did their thing. SmackDown, they definitely picked up the slack from that lackluster Battleground pay-per-view. So that's about it for this review. I gotta get something to drink. My throat getting dry. But if you like this review, hit it with a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe. Show a brother some love, man. And I appreciate all 17 views I get on my videos. I appreciate them damn views, man. I appreciate every single one. Thank you, my people. I hope you enjoy the rest of y'all week. Y'all conquer this shit and take it easy, my peoples. Wait a minute. I just realized I just did this whole review without my belt. Alright, whatever. Take it easy, my people. We are out. Boom, son. Boom.